and it looks like someone has been in the cookies for the golf course. Ooh, let me get rid of some of this whey. I'll be right back. Just talk amongst yourselves. Sometimes I stir that in. Sometimes I pour it off. This is one of my favorite breakfasts. A little bit more. Oops. Whoa, knocked the camera. That's not good. Some granola I picked up at the local Publix. Fruit and nutty goodie bag. Well, 140 calories for a quarter of a cup. Oh well. I'm on vacation. And that's not quite a quarter of a cup. So I'm going to have some breakfast, and then I am going to put some makeup on and hopefully shoot a couple of videos this morning. This is a crazy week in Florida. We've just had a lot to do, and we're only a couple of days into it. This is Sunday morning. We got here about midnight Thursday night. So, okay. Yum yum. See you later. Hi everybody, it's Patty Rockstar Mom, and welcome back to my channel. Well, hopefully you can see we're in Florida. It is Sunday morning. We got here really late Thursday night, and our son who lives in DC was planning on coming down tomorrow, but he has the flu, and so he's not going to be here, or at least it looks like he's not going to be here. We made it clear that we don't want the flu, so I thought I would get on here, take every chance I have to film a video or two. You might see the same top in another video I'm going to do while my husband is on the golf course. So, as I said, it's Sunday morning, and thought I would show you a little haul from yesterday. It was a small haul, but it was an expensive haul, it seems. I purchased some new foundation. I was in Ulta. In Arkansas, where we live, I do not have access to a Sephora or an Ulta or a large department store where they have makeup counters. So I have to wait until I go someplace who has access or order online. So I went to Ulta yesterday. We do not have a Sephora down here, but we do have an Ulta. So I went to Ulta, and those of you who follow me know that I've been going through some different foundations here lately. For the last month or so, it just seems like, I don't know if it's because I've turned 71 or I'm almost 72 actually, but my skin seems to be changing, and it's really hard to describe what I'm going through. I just don't like the finish. Whatever I'm using, I don't like the finish. I was using the Rimmel and thought I really did like it, and it's like, I don't know if I'm not getting, I don't know if it's not, I'm not getting the coverage. I don't know if I'm getting too much coverage. I don't know if it's the applicator, you know, whether it's a brush or the beauty blender or my fingers. I don't know. But I went in Ulta yesterday, and this really nice young woman waited on me, and she, I told her my dilemma, and, you know, told her my age and what was going on, and she highly recommended the It Cosmetics Celebration Foundation. And she was very knowledgeable. She really seemed to know what she was talking about. And so I thought, you know what, I'll trust her. I'll try this. If I don't like it, I had tried this before in a store. I was in an Ulta a year or so ago, and a different one, and they had a makeup area where they were doing makeup applications. And the person there put this on me, just on one side of my face, and I did not like it. But this girl insisted that I try it again. And she insisted that I buy the brush too. So trust me when I tell you, this was expensive. And they had this same brush and a black handle, and it was more expensive, but it was the same brush head. I think this one is made exclusively for Ulta. So for the foundation, let me look here. The foundation was $35, which is fine, but this brush was $40. So I came home and I redid just this one side of my face with this foundation, and I still didn't like it that much. Have y'all seen that Wayne Goss video that was put out just a few days ago where he talks about going to the training? A young girl was doing the training, I think in her early 20s, and the trick to the beautiful finish on her foundations was that she buffed the heck out of it with this type of buffing brush. This is a Sephora Professional, it says. I don't know what it's called, but this is what I put my Laura Mercier on with. I know that y'all have seen me apply that foundation. I have a video where I do it, and I mean, I buff the heck out of my skin and use this brush to get the finish that I wanted. Well, in Wayne's video, that's what he talked about, was that evidently she used a brush, maybe the same brush or a brush similar to this, could have been one of Wayne's brushes. But that's what, regardless of what foundation she used, powder, liquid, cream, whatever, after she had everything on, she buffed. And my theory with the buffing really hard is that the buffing really hard creates warmth on your skin, and that makes it meld more into your skin. So I've been doing this now for years with a brush similar to this, with the Laura Mercier and my Bare Minerals before that, just really buffing the heck out of it, not just applying it, you know, lightly, but really getting in there and buffing it and working up some friction, some heat. So when I got home, and so, hey, Wayne, I knew this and had been doing this long before you told us about it. So this is something that Wayne just learned. But anyway, I like this brush. I just don't like it for applying this foundation because it's too soft. There's not enough structure to it to really buff hard. And I'm going to keep the brush and probably use it for just all over dusting or something. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to keep it. But when I used this foundation with this brush, and I mean super buffed my skin, I like it. I like it just fine. So this is what I have on now. This is what I did all over my face this morning. So this was the first part of my haul. I had run out of my Mally volumizing mascara, and I was using a Jordana. I opened a brand new Jordana. I used to use Jordana before this, and I just didn't like that Jordana. I don't like it at all after using the Mally. So I brought the Jordana down to Florida with me because it was all I had. And so I went ahead and got a new Mally volumizing mascara, and I like this one. This is not the waterproof one. I haven't tried the waterproof one, but I like this one, so why mess with something that I like? So I have a new one of these, and I'm going to be throwing away that Jordana, and I will not repurchase that. I left home without my eyeshadow primer, so I bought the NYX Proof It. And then I used up the last little bit of the NYX Kiss the Day shadow. This is a color that I love to use under my brow and on the inside. Actually, I put this all over my lid before I do the dark. So I bought a new one of these, and that was it. So listen, this is going to be, I'm not going to do the little red box this week because I'm doing this video today, but this will be mainly, I'll still use my gray Forever 21 brow pencil. I brought down the Too Faced Romantic, I think, palette, the little square one, the Romantic or Romantic Eyes. Okay, it is. It's the Too Faced Romantic Eye. This is the only palette I brought down. And today I have on the Unveil, right there, the very top one, which looks black, and this NYX that I purchased. So that's what I have on. You can see I've hit pan here and almost up here. And I have hit pan there. I love this palette. I forget about it. I also have on my 24-hour Super Stay 24 color, and I have no idea the color. And I'm almost out of this, so I'm going to have to take this with me to get some more. So that is my little haul. Something else I wanted to tell you. Did you notice that I was looking at this receipt and I don't have my glasses on? I have new contacts. A couple of weeks ago, I missed my eye doctor appointment last year, and I wore contacts for many, many years, or at least I wore one contact. I did monovision. All I needed glasses for was for reading. That started with me probably in my 50s, early 50s. And my vision was the same in both eyes. I had perfect far off vision, but I just couldn't see anything up close. So I was a very good candidate for monovision, where I just wore one contact and I read with that eye and I saw far off with the other eye. Had no problem adjusting to it. And I did that for years. And about 5 or 6 years ago, my vision changed. And not only could I not see up close, but I could not see really far off either. And 2 years ago, when I went for my eye exam, my optometrist put me in contacts that were multifocal. I believe they were the multifocals. And I went back 2 or 3 times, and they bothered me. I could only wear them for a short period of time, and I had to take them out. I had trouble focusing. These were not the multifocals. They were like they were monovision. I had one prescription in one eye and another prescription in another eye, and I just couldn't adjust to them. So I just put them back and said to heck with it, and started just wearing my readers that were pretty strong to read up close. I was almost at the maximum strength for readers, and I had to have a very mild strength of reader to see distance. So watching television, sitting in my chair, with my computer in my lap, trying to look down at my computer and then look up at the TV was a nightmare. I had my glasses stacked. I would have my big readers here and my little readers up here so that I could look down and read my computer and I could look up and see the TV. And it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. Sometimes I had as many as 4 pairs of glasses on my face or head. I would have the strong ones and the weak ones up, 2 pair up here, and then I might have here because I forgot I had these up here. My husband would just look at me and shake his head. You know, he's gotten so used to seeing it. So I knew I needed, and also 2 years ago, she told me that I had a couple of tiny pinpoint cataracts. And she said she felt like it would be many, many years before they would grow enough so that I would need to have surgery on them, not to worry about it. She gave me 2 sets of contacts because she knew I was coming to Florida. She gave me the same kind that I wore 2 years ago, or tried 2 years ago, but they're in a different strength. And she told me just to try those again and see how they work. And she gave me the multifocal contacts also. And on both brands, I have different vision in each eye, or different strengths in each eye. But I put the first ones in, and it was like the heavens opened and the angels were singing. I can see everything. I mean, everything. I have no problems with focusing. I can see things driving far off in a distance that I could never see. I told my husband I got in my car to drive, go somewhere, and without my glasses on, I could actually see the little bitty numbers on and letters on my dashboard. I could read them. So I wore those for about a week, and I decided to try the others because I wanted to go ahead and order a supply of whichever I liked better. So I put the multifocals on, which I have in now, and I've been wearing these for a couple of days, and do you know, I can't tell a difference. I can see far off, I can see up close, I have no problems with focusing whatsoever. I mean, I can read things my husband can't. My husband he wears the mildest readers that you can get, and yet I can, with my contacts in, I can read things that he can't read because the lettering is so tiny, even with his readers on. So I can sleep in these for a week at a time. I've slept on them 2 or 3 nights, but the only problem I've had with either pair is that I do have to put the re-wetting drops in my eyes every 2 or 3 times a day, which is no problem. Rather than having my readers all around the house, I have little bottles of re-wetting drops all around the house and in my purse, so that when I need them, they're there. I can see. And I keep telling my husband this, until you have not been able to see, you can't, I think you just don't truly appreciate being able to see and not having to wear glasses. My glasses were starting to really hurt my nose, and I had tried on different pairs of glasses with different nose pieces anytime I was out where they had glasses and readers, and I would always try them on and wear them for just a minute or two, maybe wear them around the store, leave the tags on them. It was silly looking, but I don't care. And they would still bother my nose. So I knew I was going to have to do something, because I just absolutely, if I was not a candidate for the cataract surgery, I was going to have to do something about my nose because of my readers bothering my nose. It was to the point that they hurt, and I was getting ridges across my nose that didn't want to go away, and they're not that attractive. So now my decision is which contacts am I going to get, which brand. So, but I'll figure that out this week. I can read, I can see signs, I can see birds far off that my husband would say, oh, look at whatever it was, and I'd go, I can't see it. You know, when we were in the car, I couldn't see it. We would be sitting on the beach, and he would see something on the horizon that I couldn't see. So, like I say, I'm so glad I did it. I am so glad. I should have made that appointment a long time ago and gone in. And, you know, maybe I just didn't stick with it long enough a couple of years ago, but I'm on top of it now. Thank you so much for watching. I've sort of rambled here this morning. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving me the thumbs up. And by the way, there is a new feature here on YouTube. If you don't make videos, you probably don't know about it yet, but up in one of these corners, or maybe down here, from time to time you might see a little I. It's a little I, the letter I, and what that is, it's it's something new with YouTube called Cards, C-A-R-D-S, and that's now where we can link other videos or social media or anything that we would like to link to the video. You can click, it'll pop, what we've linked will actually pop up for a second or two, and you can click on it, and then if it's a video that we're talking about, as soon as you finish watching the video that you're watching, that one will load and start playing for you. So just like before, but it's called Cards, and it's new. I think they've been testing it for a while, but it was really just introduced to those of us who didn't test it last week. So watch for that. It'll be the little letter I, and it could really be anywhere on the screen. The ones I've noticed so far are up in this corner, right up here, but I'm told they can appear anywhere. Thanks for sharing. I've already said it. You know what to do. Thanks. Have a great day, and I'll see you real soon. I'm gonna do a tag video that I was tagged in, so you'll see the same outfit, same makeup, same hair, same everything. Bye.